By way of a very last minute decision, you and me are off to Aberdeen, and I'll tell you why when we get there. I knew it was a good idea to keep those GoPro batteries charged. But why are we going to Aberdeen? That's the question. Because we're not staying in Aberdeen, oh no. By the end of the day, I hope to be a good bit further north. And I got the train time wrong, didn't I? It's 10 minutes earlier than I expected, hence being a bit out of breath. Let's go. So I bought my ticket online to save a wee bit of time. It was t-shirt weather yesterday, and today they're gritting the platforms. You never know what to expect in Scotland, but we've made it.
We are now at Montrose.
Welcome to the Granite City. So why am I here? You've just worked it out, haven't you? Well, maybe not quite. Oh, he's getting weighed. You'll not get me in that thing. Oh wow, just spotted a CalMac in Aberdeen Harbour. What's that doing here? So let me explain myself. We live in this little block of flats in Montrose, and two of our neighbours at the moment are renovating theirs. And I'm sitting at my desk trying to get edits done, it's just not working. So I was thinking, what's the best way to get away from it all, to escape the noise? And then it came to me, the boat up to Lerwick in Shetland. But no, we're not going to get that ferry that's sitting in front of us just now. We're going to get the freight ship. And I must be having a good day, because I've just come up with a title for the video, The Freight Escape. Now I can see my freight ship for tonight, but I'm just not sure if I'm allowed around here. Especially with the camera, you know what ports can be like. So near but so far. Let's see if we can go around and have a closer look at the CalMac ferry. It's a nice day today, but it's got that kind of Scottish coolness in the air, which is lovely. Alicia's over in Poland at the moment seeing her mum, and I believe the weather's pretty similar for her. And there's the CalMac, the Isle of Lewis from Glasgow. But that's about as close as we're going to get, I'm afraid. I guess it's having some work done. I just remember being here at the Tall Ships. That was such a fantastic event. And I've got an idea for where we could go to kill some time, but it's not this way. Back we go. William Dyce, artist, 1806 to 1864, was born in this house. I'm saying it's nice. I don't know if you can hear the wind picking up. It wouldn't be Aberdeen without the wind. There it is, the Aberdeen Maritime Museum, so at least we're sticking to the theme. Come into a lovely big photo. We are here. That's the regular Northlink ferry, but we are on this one tonight. I think it's called the Hellier, and it leaves at 6 o'clock, but we need to check in 2 hours early. I should be getting myself a hat. What do you think? Right, let's head up the stairs. Look at this lighthouse lens from Rattray Head as well. It's the school holidays at the moment. I expected it to be a bit busier. ROV Scorpio. Sounds like something out of James Bond. And that's like something out of Tintin. Not a chance would you get me in there. Look at the hands. Loving all these models. And this right here is the base of a quite big one. We'll head upstairs in a minute and have a look. If you're down the harbour and you've got some free time, I thoroughly recommend coming in here. And it's free entry. Loads of exhibits. I wish you could buy the Malcolm Miller hat in the gift shop. In fact, right here we've got the Malcolm Miller and the Sir Winston Churchill. Which is which? Excuse the squeaky floorboards. Love these wee windows. And doors. Alright, Owen, fit like. Architect's office. New plans. Sorry, it's very dark in here. But it's fine, of course, because this isn't the theme of the video. We're just killing some time, but still, recommended. And there's that big oil platform model, but this time from the top. I find them quite scary. And here we've got all the different types of gloves that, of course, I haven't brought on this cold, cold trip. And to be honest, if my bunk's like this tonight, I'll be quite happy. they've got better kit than me though. What a great view that is. I'm going to nip off to M&S now, get some supplies, and then we'll go and get checked in. When you see the litter here, you're never sure if it's been dropped or just picked up by a seagull. Who remembers that time we stood here and waited for the red arrows but they never showed up? I do have an old video featuring the red arrows though, I'll link it above. I don't really know what to take on board, bearing in mind I'll be editing. Maybe one of these fruit and nut medley and a Sicilian lemon curd donut. How could I refuse? Brain food, could definitely do with some of that. So let's go and get checked in and we'll see if this is the freight escape or the freight mistake. Either way, it's going to be interesting. And I just saw the big sign at the check-in cabin saying no mobile phones. I guess that means no GoPros as well. I'll see you on board. Right, someone eventually answered and they said get your tickets at the normal Northlink ferry bit and then someone will come and pick us up and take us over to the freight ship. And apparently it's me and 3 others tonight, if we all turn up. And just like that I've got my boarding pass and just sit tight here now for someone to pick us up. Just jump in the front, can I? Nice ride.
Over to the UK, otherwise I'm just going to lock myself in the dark and go for it.
We were going to call you when Marks and Spencer's going to come and pick us up.
See Darby here in the corner.
Cheers. And we go up here from memory. Mind the step. And we're in. Very steep stairs here. I can certainly remember those. I am not sure if there's a lift or not, so be prepared for these. Oh, it's all coming back to me. Oh, the galley. Anyway, up we go again. Thank you. Number 2. Thank you. So welcome to the very functional cabin number 2 on the Northlink Freight Ship. We've got 2 lovely comfortable bunks. You can pull these curtains across for privacy if you need to, but this is all mine tonight of course. The desk, that's where the editing will be done tonight. We've got a reading light, 4 bottles of water, some earplugs, some shortbread and some magazines. Then if we swing round, a comfy bench seat, we've got a wardrobe with proper marine latches, loads of storage, and of course the life jackets up top. I feel like Aquaholic doing this. And then finally we've got the bathroom, or should I say shower room, hello, where the functional theme continues. And I think that's that really good shower gel. I'll be trying that later. The best thing about this cabin though, especially compared to the one I had the last time, I've actually got a view. Of course that means people will be able to see me as well. It's a great thing about these windows, or are they portholes even if they're not round, is that you can open them. At least I think you can. I'll work it out later. I like it, a proper old school key. And as you can see it's just gone 4:30 and it just had a knock on the door from the cook to tell us that dinner will be served at 5. I say all meals are included on this ship, and he gave us a choice of ribeye steak, chicken goujons or fish, and I've gone for the fish. Of course I have. I should read this, shouldn't I? Top bunk or bottom bunk, that's the question, and I'm coming back on Saturday where this little sign might come true, and I've worked it out, so I've now got a fully opening window. This is luxury in a ferry, believe me. Just getting set up. I'm not going to start working yet, but I'll be spending a lot of time here tonight. Got all this storage. I could live in this cabin. And they've all got keys under the bed as well. So I think you can tell that I'll be okay in here, even though getting into the cabin 2 hours early means that we'll be on board for 16 hours. Approximately. They can never give you an exact time in a freight ship, but I'm going to get so much work done. And you never know, maybe spend a bit of time in there as well. I've got the proper jacket for this crossing, by the way. You never know what the weather's going to throw at you. going on out here, just about an hour before we leave now. And as you can see, there's an upstairs and a downstairs. And I think that noise you can hear, that's them securing the trailers. Because these ships do not have stabilisation. It can get quite interesting. And by the looks of that ensign, we're registered in the Isle of Man. Come on, wind. Right, I think that's dinner time. Forgetting which way to go, I think it's this door. Aye, you'd be struggling if you had a few beers here.
Welcome.
Thank you, mate. Lovely setup here.
I thought that you were still on the Queen Mary too.
So that's the actual deck coming down?
That's the cover, which covers the ramp.
I guess you'll need that at sea, yeah? It's like we're on an aircraft carrier or something. Wow, that is one big plate of food. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I think I'm beat. If I could have ordered a half portion, I would have. He even gave us a bounty. Just couldn't say no. Just going back to the window, I think that's us moving. Aye, we're off. And I think that's my cue to say I've had enough dessert.
Aye.
Too much food, but it was so good, thank you very much. No, it was really good. I'm sorry I didn't finish it all. Thank you. See you later. The crew on board are so nice, by the way. What's that big yellow thing? Waterways. Right, we need to go outside, folks. Wow, that's some ship. There's a lot going on there. And that right there is my cabin. But I'm more interested in this right now. The freight ship allows you to get so up close and personal. Imagine landing in a helicopter up there in a big swell. So I guess that's what the bed of a container ship looks like, eh? And look how close we get. Oh, this is just fantastic. And who knows what's to come as we head out into the North Sea. We're not even out the harbour and the temperature has dropped already. Where are you, son? And that's the bit of the deck there that hinged down, of course, with the ramp underneath it. And you see the guys are still securing the trailers. That one's got a nice shape to it. It looks like the kind of ship you could convert into a super yacht. Popping round the other side as we pass Fitty. Aye, it looks nice and calm just now, but I would not be surprised if that North Sea's got something in store for us tonight. And if not tonight, certainly on the way back. What a great view that is. Ah, okay, can you walk out that pier now? I had no idea. I can see a couple of guys down there. Always thought that was closed off. See you later, Aberdeen. Yeah, already I've got regrets about not putting a jacket on yet. I think that's what I'll go and do right now, before it gets any colder. In fact, we can go down here as well. Forgot about this. A little bit more sheltered. And of course that's back into our little lounge. There's not many places to rake about in a ship like this, but I'm not complaining, it's just fine. And that'll be that. I suppose as we head out into the open sea, I should head back inside and do what we came here to do, edit videos. Aye, I've got a target. I'd like to get maybe 2 or 3 videos done while we're on board. That's a bit of a stretch, but I'll give it a go. Poor me, yeah, I've got to listen to my own voice when I'm filming and then do the same again when editing. This trip might just take a few minutes longer as we have to go around the stern of this cruise ship. But what a place I've got to do it from. Wait till you see how many SD cards I've got on the go. When I was down at dinner, which I didn't film much of by the way, because the other 3 passengers were there, it wouldn't be fair, but the guy was asking what do we want for breakfast, and he was saying that it's normally a fry-up or porridge that's on offer. But he also said that he's making pancakes for the crew. and if we want some pancakes then that's absolutely fine. So I've gone for pancakes and porridge, bit of a treat. And with the portion sizes on board, I think it'll last me most of the day. I've only pulled back the curtain now and they've got proper sockets with USBs. The Wi-Fi is outstanding, by the way, well good enough to stream the snooker, and no, I'm not skiving, I'm downloading clips in the background. Oh, just 20 minutes, okay? It's almost sunset. I really should go for a look outside. Didn't realise we had a hospital. Predictably it's cold and there's not much to see. I mean, there's distant lights from likes of Fraserburgh and Peterhead a bit further down the coast, but that's about it, to be honest. The editing's going okay, but I forgot to factor in my excitement of being in a ship, didn't I? And also, I booked this so last minute that I don't know if we stop in Kirkwall tonight or if we go all the way to Lerwick. Time will tell. I can always check it online though, because like I say, the Wi-Fi's great. It's all pretty stable so far, but I certainly don't want to be talking too soon. Oh, it's awful cosy in here, but the editing's not doing itself. It's all quiet down here. Oh, magazines. Don't mind if I do. Yes, you're free to come down here at any time, watch TV, sit and read a book, help yourself to some snacks. I guess you could say this is like the Magnus Lounge, yeah? Yogurts, cold water, jam, a few drinks, fruit, coffee machine, biscuits, and there is a toaster, and there was bread in the fridge, so you can make toast. I like how the coffee machine's strapped down. There's coffee, a few different types of tea, and some cereal. Oh, and tablet. Who can resist tablet? Not me. As the swell increases, everything gets a bit more rattly. It's like your front room in here, very cosy. I'll go back up the stair, just grab a cold water and some cheese. Quick peek outside, I'll last about 5 seconds out here. Wow, look at the moon! I'm sorry it's not coming out very well on camera, but it's even more special to know that the Artemis 2 crew are heading there right now. But I'm not brave like them, I'm going back inside. This is my little spaceship. Do you know, I went on this trip so last minute I didn't even realise I'd put on a Christmas t-shirt. Feliz Navidad y buenas noches. Good morning. Is it light yet? Almost. Aye, it's not looking so nice out there, is it? I think I can see land. I'm not the biggest fan of these wet rooms, but we'll give it a try. So yeah, good morning from me and good morning from Shetland. We're almost there. How was my night? Well, there was a bit of movement of course, but it was the kind of movement that rocked you to sleep rather than induced any kind of seasickness. I don't like wet rooms, so I didn't enjoy the shower. It's almost as wet as it is out here now, but the bunk itself, really comfortable. I think I got a good night's sleep, you know. Oh, and I've just spotted the regular Northlink ferry off in front of us. I'll try and zoom in a bit. Sorry, my phone really doesn't want to focus this morning because everything's just a slightly different shade of grey. Yeah, I'd better not be late for my breakfast. Quick look round the other side first. Is this going to be the windy side? Ah, it's not too bad. I'm going to call this a beautiful Shetland morning. But that's enough. Oh. Morning, mate. Morning. Oh, it's not nice out there, and to think I've got all day in town. What am I going to do? Another video, maybe? There's the little plaque, and it's saying the MV Heliar, officially named at Hatston Pier, Kirkwall, Orkney, Monday the 17th of January 2011. And the toaster is primed, ready to go. Here's my porridge. I asked for a small bowl and he confirmed that this morning. He's like, just a small bowl? In fact, I would still say that's pretty big. A good night here though, eh?
Yeah.
And would you look at that, 4 freshly made pancakes, He promised us 3, he's delivered 4. That's what it's like on this ship.
Are you saying anywhere nice tonight?
Breakfast was great, but I've scoffed it down and raced back to the cabin to get my jacket. We're arriving. From memory, pretty much every time I've arrived in Lerwick on a ship or a ferry, the weather's been beautiful, so I was due one of these. And it's not just raining, but it's a bit windy as well. I'm struggling to keep the camera still. Right, let's get all this stuff together. I can't believe how much mess I make in one night. Now would you look at this? They've got a sauna on board. Who would have believed it? I'm not going to look in the window because there could be someone in there, you never know. I think that's for the crew, isn't it? That's not for us.
Crew.
As I'm getting my stuff together, I'm like, what am I going to wear today? And I think the conclusion is everything. My best bit of travel advice, make sure you take plenty of time to check your room, once, twice, 3 times. And never use the drawers, because that means there's more of a chance you'll leave something in them. I still check them anyway. Please leave the key at the door when you leave the ship. You got it. Goodbye, cabin 2. Feels like a proper working ship down here, doesn't it? Not just freight. And I think that's a laser.
It's a red door on the side.
Nice one.
Big red door.
Thank you very much. See you later. And there we go. That was that. And look at the weather. See you tomorrow. Driving rain. That's what I'm going to call it. Do we go this way? I think so. Nope. There's me going the wrong way. The cops will be after me. Which door? I'm lost. I think it's this one. I hope so. Oh, there you go, mate.
Thank you.
We made it. We can hang about or we can be brave. Let's go for it. It's one of these days where I just don't think the rain's going to stop anyway. That's where we're going. Is there a bus? I think I'm walking. So welcome to Shetland and thanks for joining me on the freight ship. I hope you enjoyed that. The original plan had actually been to go back on the same ship today, but it was fully booked. There's only 6 cabins after all, so I'm booked on tomorrow afternoon. And would you believe the weather is due to deteriorate, so I'm not going to finish the video quite yet, just in case there's something else to show you. I'll see you in a bit. That's me back at the Northlink terminal where I'm just going to plonk myself down in one of the seats and get some work done. With a beautiful view of the ships behind me. This will be my base. They've got the 3 things you need for long-term survival here: Wi-Fi, toilets and a vending machine. Couldn't be happier. Oh, and I meant to say there are weather restrictions at the moment with a storm blowing in, but all that means for us is we're not stopping at Kirkwall on the way back. It's straight to Aberdeen and the journey will be an hour quicker. Almost boarding time. We've got a lovely rainbow outside.
Going on board, it was like, I'm not! Wait!
Can I see you for
Thanks, good man.
Alright, thank you.
Lovely, thanks. Have a good one.
Did you travel before with us?
Yes, yes.
So you remember where
I
upstairs?
remember where to go, yeah.
The same way as before.
And here we are, back on board. And although I'm not really filming the return journey unless we get a bit of weather, of course, it's cool to know that I think I'm the only person on board tonight. When they were on the radio, they were saying that's the guy for the freight ship ready, so it was all singular. And that just makes it even cooler. So we'll just go straight up and find my cabin. Cabin 4 tonight. Oh, we're on the other side. A different coloured carpet. Have we still got a view here? Yes, we do. Window's a bit dirty, but that's fine. And I've got myself more seating options for the way back. And yes, we do have sockets. I just saw that one and got worried. Aye, it's a wet room again, but this time, hello, we've got the luxury of a bathroom cabinet with toilet paper. And as you can see, all the cabins are pretty much the same. That's the one I came up in. This is the same ship, isn't it? Because there are 2. I'm not sure if I'd noticed the difference. No, I think this is the other one. Yes, the Hildesay. Good for the video, I suppose. But that's not good for the video. No access. Aye, on the other ship you can wander to the front. Ah well, we'll put up with it. Wonder what that does. Well, if we're leaving soon, it's going to be a quiet voyage, isn't it, in terms of me and freight? Maybe I am the freight. I wish they'd let me down there with a football. Wow, that's a beauty coming in. The lady just caught me in the corridor there and she was telling me choices for dinner were, let me think, lasagna and chips or nothing. So lasagna and chips it is. She said served at 5 o'clock and we're leaving at 4:30, so we should still be able to nip outside for the departure. And she also mentioned a slice of cheesecake, so I'm looking forward to it. Very exciting, because this bit is normally closed. Things that make me happy, seriously. I think we should just give it a try. Let's go. I've never been this high up. One more. We're going to be brave. What's the worst that could happen? That's a nice view of the lifeboat. I'm not sure I'd want to try it out though. And that's the bridge just there. And a plant. I'm pretty sure I'm not meant to be up here, don't get caught. Be watching me. Well, I suppose if it's a slide for survival it's not so bad, eh? But it's still a long way down. I could go up again, but then that'd be me right behind the bridge. I'm not pushing my luck. And just like that, the rain's on. Hold on, no, that's hailstones. It's a little bit more painful on my face than rain. Aye, there's proof. Hailstones in April. Wow. It's sunny over there. Can now slide back inside. Nah, we ain't leaving yet. It's past 4:30 already and there's still stuff coming on. There's the door coming up, glad they remembered. And the lines are being cast, here we go. It's a very damp goodbye to Lerwick. The old passenger ferry won't be far behind us today because it's leaving early because of Storm Dave. I don't know if that's calling in at Kirkwall though. We're certainly not. And just like that, the sun's out again, but I don't know what the sea's going to have in store for us tonight. If I'm honest, I'm a bit nervous. I'll just keep the camera rolling. Always a beautiful departure from this town. Look at that, I can even see my hotel room. As nice as that was, I'm glad to have the excuse to say let's go inside. And it's all mine. Just quickly drop the jacket off. See you later, Shetland. On this ship we've got a proper sideboard. But apart from that, it looks pretty similar. And this is just for passengers, so you know what that means, it's all for me. And I was thinking, what do I call this room? Of course it's the mess room. I need to get my terminology right, I'm meant to be good at these ferry videos. I think I'll sit at the head of the table tonight, captain's seat, and say we've got lasagna and cheesecake, which she said, wait a little minute because it's still frozen. Fair enough, they're honest. That's decent. While I was having my dinner, which was lovely by the way, the lady came over and she said the weather's going to get really bad from about midnight tonight, and her advice was don't fall over. I'll do my best. I like how on the ferry you've got artwork on the walls. Here you've got donning instructions for an immersion suit. Now where's my immersion suit? We're just passing Sombra Head at the bottom of Shetland now, and it's already quite clear that the freight ship doesn't have stabilisers, if you know what I mean. This could be a long night. I don't mind a bit of front to back motion, it's the side to side that really puts you off. As you can see, it's not even that windy. I'd say it's not even a force 4, but that's swell, man. Not sure how well you can see this in the GoPro, but that's the bottom of Shetland there at Sombra Head. And then that's Fair Isle off in front of us. It's not actually as far as I thought. Uphill, downhill. Of course, these big ships can handle this kind of weather, no problem. problem at all. It's only when you lose propulsion, that's when you have a problem. Whoa! It's getting hard to hold on now. This really isn't the best desk, is it? Oh my god, just woke up there. Wasn't sleeping as such, just napping, but there was some kind of really unnatural feeling position of the ship and it woke me up instantly. What's that? 11:45, that's about bang on, isn't it? Not too nice out there. Oh, I can't see anything. Boy, that was quite scary. Yeah, even just standing up straight at the moment is quite difficult. Let's have a look out here. Yeah, it doesn't actually look too bad. Maybe I'm just being over dramatic. Tricky decisions. If there's a storm, I don't really want to open the window overnight, but at the same time it is very stuffy in here, so it's getting opened. It doesn't even feel that cold outside, which is strange, but it's definitely getting stormier. Okay, change of plan. I just got soaked lying in bed, would you believe? In fact, everything's wet. What an idiot I am. Goodbye world. Right, we're fair getting tossed about now. This isn't fun anymore, folks. There's no way I can sleep through this. Can you hear it? To be honest though, I'd still rather be at sea than up there in a plane. I'm up again, I just can't sleep. What's the time? Well, that clock's wrong, it's actually 20 to 1. Oh no, that's the water that came in the window. I should really clean it up. What are you like? I just wish this night would hurry up and pass, seriously. I was just watching YouTube and my phone went flying. Where is it? Oh, halfway down the bed. Yeah folks, it's now blowing an absolute hoolie out there. I don't have any Wi-Fi, so I can't check where we are, but I do see some lights. They look very close. Is that other ships? Oil platforms maybe? Wow. Yeah, this is a bit scary. Gee whiz, this is getting worse. Every time I get to sleep, there's just a big bang, and every time I switch on the camera, nothing. The bunks are quite comfy though. It's now just after 4 AM. I got up and closed the window because for some reason it went from quite mild to really cold very quickly. And if I just turn the light around, you can see, well, you might be able to see the chairs falling over, the drawers hanging out. I got proper wild, but for some reason I actually fell asleep. I think it was the fact that it got colder. I like a cold room. Anyway, update done, back to sleep. Well, I'll try. Well, the side to side is the scary bit. It's very extreme. It does feel like you're going to capsize. I know it's nowhere near that angle, but still. No, I can't sleep in this. Even my curtains just going back and forwards. It's like, you know when you get a bit scared of something and you just start thinking about worst case scenarios. I think it's natural, but the adrenaline goes up and that's you, you're awake. Oh well, YouTube it is. Played it beautifully, what a shot. Morning folks, we survived. The lady just gave me a tap on the door to say we're about 2 hours early, come down for breakfast now. I didn't have the heart to tell her I don't want anything. Let's go. I'll have about a 3 hour wait for my train now. Tomato juice, no. water it is. It was like, can I just have porridge in my pathetic voice? What a lovely little breakfast that is, and the guy just came in with this for me and he was like, Happy Easter. I tell you, I love this ship, they look after you so well. Well, that was certainly an experience last night, wasn't it? I'm hiding here because if I look around the corner, I'm not sure if the GoPro's picking up how windy it is. It's certainly not picking up how cold it is. We've sat here in the bay for a little while. I think we're just waiting for our turn to get into the harbour, but that's us going in now. And Aberdeen looks very nice this morning. I tell you, I'm just glad we arrived. Oh, there was a wee dolphin or porpoise there, so difficult to capture on camera, but anyway, yeah, last night the weather was meant to get bad from about midnight, and at midnight I was like, this is alright actually, but then at 3 o'clock in the morning, oh my god, it was unbelievable. The amount of movement both ways, that way and that way, just could not sleep at all, and that was me wide awake, and then I must have just crashed out about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I didn't know anything until breakfast time. But aye, we were due to arrive at 10, but it's now 7:45. Quite a few ships docked in Aberdeen at the moment. I guess they were going nowhere last night. You can also see the Northlink ferry just backing in. It just beat us. I'm always impressed how they reverse in for this last bit, but then I need to remind myself, it's not like a car. The driver's not looking over his shoulder. That being said, it's quite a tight squeeze today. Wow, even with the protection of the harbour, just standing out here, it's still blowing a hoolie. Right, I guess I better go and get my stuff together. Do you think I was going to edit last night? The computer didn't even come out the bag. And now we just wait to get off. And I'm not going to lie, I'm ready to get off. Thanks for looking after me. See you later.
Yeah, no problem.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, you too. Happy Easter.
Bye bye. Good luck tonight. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. See you again. Cheers. Here's my lift. Thanks, man.
In total, something like this. Northwards I've got 1.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll bring our list back down to you in 2 minutes.
And that's us back in the streets of Aberdeen. I've just got a long wait for my train now. And the guy was just telling me, of course, the reason we were 2 hours early is because we didn't go into Kirkwall last night. But he was saying the way the storm was, if we had gone into Kirkwall, we might not get out again, so just as well, eh? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Back on the freight ship again. It was good fun, wasn't it? See you next time. Bye-bye. I'll just go for a coffee now, I suppose.